Let's jump to the current state of the union. Where are we right now? Are we entering hard times? I think the answer is yes, and we have some metrics to back that up. From Deadline, Joe Biden's address to Congress snares 26.9 million viewers. Hey, 26.9 million. That's what, like
3 times the Oscars?
That's yeah. But no. That's what? How many people voted? So that's what?
81 million.
Yeah. So
30% of people
apparently
voted for him.
Yeah.
Wow. So not a whole lot of people, but 26.9. That's surely a good number. Way down from Trump. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Way down.
He's less popular.
Hold on a minute. You mean to tell me that Donald Trump got 47.7 million viewers in his first speech to a joint session on February 28th?
Bad.
Okay. Oh, okay. So all right. You know, it's a little bit more than half. It's not that bad. We're still good. I'm sure of the people who watched, Joe Biden speak, considering there were much less people.
Right.
It was probably way more people who actually liked Biden.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm sure,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the polling is going to be really good for Biden, and we can breathe a sigh of relief. I actually have a CNN article. 7 in 10 who watched Biden's speech said it left them feeling optimistic. Okay, that's good. So, all right, considering that there was, way less people, it makes sense that Biden would have polled better than Donald Trump. They say the 51% who had a very positive reaction to Biden's speech is a bit more muted than reaction to the first address from other recent presidents. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
51%. That's a good number, right?
Yeah.
What was Donald Trump?
Surely less than that.
57%.
Oh.
With more viewers, Donald Trump had more people with a very positive reaction to his speech. Yeah, we're not doing too well. Even the people who voted for Biden don't care about Biden.
No, they voted against Trump.
That's right. And so you can't function as a society when you have no cohesion. So now we have a political institution built upon hating Donald Trump, who's gone. That's it. Trump, he's chilling, he's playing golf. So now the people who are like, well, Trump's gone, we're done. Now it's just a hollow shell. There's nothing there.
There's no substance to the Biden administration, right? All I was seeing yesterday, the headlines, Biden's first 100 days address to Congress. Oh, wow. Kamala Harris, the first woman to sit behind Biden with Nancy Pelosi. Listen, I'm not against firsts, right? For women, for minorities. I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. But I think it's awesome when they actually have done something and when they've actually accomplished a lot for the country.
Kamala Harris did accomplish something.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
California, top cop.
She is the first woman to become vice president after earning 0 delegates in the Democratic primary.
Huge first.
Well, here's the thing. You see them all celebrating Kamala Harris, right? You see all these articles. It's all about race. It's all about gender. It's all about sex. No substance, right? No accomplishments. No real accomplishments, okay?
But she did lock up those innocent people to use as slave labor during the wildfires.
Yeah, but the thing is now...
Or keep them locked up. I'm sorry, everybody. Fact check. Keep them locked up.
She is the border czar, apparently, right? She's the one that is supposed to be overseeing what's taking place with the border. And I think this is where a lot of minorities, people that don't think about these things, they get manipulated. It's like, look at the first woman to sit behind a male during a congressional address. It's like, well, has she done anything? No. She's the first woman. Yeah. Do you like this? Continue to see it because that's what you should care about. It's like, well, we still have a strategic humanitarian crisis at the southern border. They're not doing anything to better it. They're actually facilitating it. They're actually trying to sweep it under the rug by unofficially gagging Border Patrol agents. And I can confirm that because I've talked to them. When you go up and you interview them at the southern border, they literally, the first thing they tell you is, oh, I can't talk to you, but here's what's going on. What I'm trying to say, Tim, is we should not be glorifying and celebrating politicians just because of their gender, their sex, or even the color of their skin when they're not doing anything to better the country. Kamala Harris should not be celebrated because she's not doing anything, especially with what's going on at the southern border. Why didn't they address it last night, Tim?
You know what I really love about everything that's going on is that over the past 4 years, it's not just the political landscape their whole identity is Trump sucks, but the entire media environment built an audience that specifically just hated Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You'd think the border crisis would be, as what did that technical director at CNN say? Gangbusters for ratings. He said COVID was. You'd think right now they would be like crisis at the border, but their audience only cares about Trump.
Yeah.
So what are they going to report on? If they come out and talk about the crisis at the border, The people who care about real news left a long time ago.
Yeah.
So they can't.
Yeah, they don't give a damn.
So you
about
have
us.
all of these huge, big breaking stories, conflict with Ukraine and Russia. You've got now the U.S. firing at Iranian, boats. They were like military ships, not ships, boats. And now you've got the crisis at the border, which has been ongoing. I mean, normally the media loves this stuff. If
They
it
don't
bleeds,
care.
it leads, right? Well, they do care. The problem is
if it makes them money and clicks.
if you have 100 million core,
That's all we are.
Imagine this. You have 100 million core viewers, and then Donald Trump gets elected, so you scream about Trump. All of a sudden, your ratings go up to 110. You're like, whoa. But what you don't realize, you actually lost 10 million core news fans and gained 20 million zealots. Over time, your ratings are improving, but you're actually losing all of the people who care about news and gaining zealots. What happens now? Trump leaves. The zealots leave for the most part. The people who care about news left years ago. People like me, I used to have CNN for the news. CNN on for the news. And then they weren't talking about anything. Fox News covering protests in Iran. Turn on CNN. Donald Trump today. I don't care. I turned it off. I don't watch it anymore. If you want to go to news, you can't go to CNN anymore. So now they have to ignore these things. Now they have to ignore the border crisis. It's not just that, it's bad for Biden.
Yeah.
So their whole audience is anti-Trump. Some of it pro-Biden. If they come out now and say there's a crisis, people are going to get mad at them. They've lost any credibility they've had. The media is a withered husk of its former self, what someone graffitied Trump sucks on, and I don't think anybody's really interested in staring at that thing anymore.
This is why I hope people listening, they hear this and they understand that they're being used. I'm going to preach this until there's no more lungs in my breath, because minorities,
lungs in your
especially,
breath?
no more breath in my lungs,
Yeah.
because I'm very passionate about this, because people need to understand that they are literally being used as political pawns. Like, really think about this, see through this. Why is it just exactly what Tim just explained? Why is it just because Trump is not in office, they're not talking about the border anymore when it's worse than it was under Trump? But then these are the same people. You have Chris Cuomo, and you have Don Lemon, and you have Brian Stelter. You have all these virtue signalers on CNN every single night saying, oh, we care so much about the black people. We care so much about the minorities, but they're not reporting what's taking place at the southern border. There are literally migrants right now by the hundreds, by the thousands, that are being stuffed into trucks and stash houses in the United States by the cartels against their will. That is not migration. That is not immigration. That is human trafficking by the hour, by the minute. Listen, I got to say this, Tim, because CNN won't say it, MSNBC won't say it, but they'll sit there and they'll continue to virtue signal like they care about us, but they don't. Because if they did, just to go literally to your point, they only do it for clicks and for ratings. And when it's a political attack against a conservative or Donald Trump, they won't talk about it because they don't care.
But
and I need people to understand. They don't listen.
Right.
Minorities, Tim, you know this.
Right.
Minorities believe that these people care about them.
Well,
they don't care
except
about
they're
us.
overwhelmingly voting for Democrats.
Yes.
Year after year after
Year
year.
after year
But
after
I
year.
will say, the past election, seeing a lot of Latinos vote Republican, not that I like the Republican Party, but just getting away from the Democrats at least, gives me some optimism. And then just thinking about the media kind of failing and fumbling and Joe Biden's ratings collapsing, actually, I'm kind of feeling pretty good about that. We're on the roller coaster, and you're maybe about to come to the bottom or to go back up. Maybe things are going to change. Maybe maybe it's not as bad as it can get. The night is always darkest before the dawn. But watching these media companies fail to be able to do the Oscars. Oscars are over. They put out a statement. They were like, it's Trump's fault for giving everyone COVID. Nobody cared. The Oscars is trash. Joe Biden speaks as president. Nobody cares. He's a trash president. That gives me some optimism.
I like it.
Not that I think Trump is the savior of the republic or anything. He's better than Biden. But maybe now we might actually get something better in 2024.
It's like having
Not like Ron DeSantis is perfect either, but he's better than Trump.
It's like we got a crappy boat captain and that we put in charge. So, but at least people are acknowledging he's a crappy boat captain. But
Biden?
He might end up piling us
look.
into a glacier. So we got to keep that in mind.
Donald Trump was flying a plane, and the plane was kind of bumpy because the whole time you had other people banging on his door and rocking everything and then blaming him for the turbulence. Trump was a braggart. He was boastful, and he kind of changed directions quite a bit.
It's the best weather, the best turbulence.
Everybody listen. There's turbulence. It's okay. It's good. Everybody actually enjoys it. It's kind of nice. You know, some
Puppy,
people,
yeah.
people are like, ah.
It's the best turbulence.
The
biggest
radical
turbulence.
left is banging on the cockpit door, making it impossible.
It's the best
But here's what
turbulence you've ever
happens.
seen.
Yes.
People were angry, and in part because of things Trump failed to do, yes, and in part because they were riled up, enraged by the Democrats. So then they vote to swap out the pilot with Biden, who fell asleep. And now the plane is just, and we're all just like
Kamala
sitting
Harris
there.
is laughing in the co-pilot seat.
Yes.
No, she's standing behind it, smiling,
Yeah.
with
God.
elbow bumping Nancy Pelosi.
She's got a pillow.
I think the propaganda is so powerful through Disney, through mainstream media, through CNN, through the mainstream music industry, every channel of art that you see. I think the propaganda is so powerful that they are really convincing people that they are the majority, that the radical neo-Marxists and the anarchists and Antifa and all the SJWs, I think they are successfully painting the picture in the minds of millions of people that they are actually the majority in this country. I don't think they are.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's quite the opposite.
Right.
I think there are a lot of, not just conservatives, centrists, people that are pro-America, pro-patriotism. They want to see their country succeed. They want to build their own empire and wealth in this country. They could really care less about race or any of these things. I think there are a lot more of us than there are them. And I
Yes.
think the mainstream media is really painting the picture successfully that there's more of them than there are us. So I think more people need to wake up to that reality. And I encourage people, man. I was telling Lydia this in the car on the way here too, is like, let's be thankful that we are in a place right now where all that's happening to us that disagree and speak out against the mainstream media or narrative is we get canceled. Let's just thank God that's kind of where it is right now. And we're not getting killed yet over this, because I think that's where we are going. So I encourage people to get involved. Listen, you may not be the next Tim Pool, you may not be the next Drew Hernandez, or you name it, right? But wherever you are specifically in your life, we need more people that have these pro-America views to get active in their communities, especially
But
education, law, order,
might be
all
the
these
next-
avenues, mainstream media, all of it. People need to seriously start speaking up right
They
now. and
might be
getting
the next
engaged.
Ian Crossland.
It's possible.
yeah.
You'll
I-
be
I-
you.
Just grow
I
their
don't
hair
think
out.
I don't think Ian's evil, Tim.
You'll be
I
your
think it's the
best
banality
self.
of evil.
Do you think Ian's evil? Like he's an evil villain?
But it's the banality of evil. So when people hear the word evil, they think it's
Like Dr. Evil?
But the banality of evil is someone saying, well, you know, the law says I have to do it, so I'm going to do it.
I'm very much. I'm way more like chaotic and anarchistic than it seems. I have to be kind of level for the world, for TV and all that. But man, I am a revolutionary at heart. I can't stand evil laws. I think they're.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. If you want to see the full show, come back to this channel, youtube.com/TimcastIRL, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., where you can leave comments and super chat, and we actually will read your comments on the show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you want exclusive members-only content, segments you can't get anywhere else, go to timcast.com, become a member, and we even have full bonus episodes. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.